good evening. We are opening the meeting at 6:45. Is there a need for an interpreter? It doesn't appear that we are in need. Okay. 2.0, call to order. 3.0, roll call. Emmanuel Lopez.
Here.
Merced Zamora.
Here.
Freddie Espinoza.
Here.
John Alvarez.
Here.
Sabrina Gomez is ill today. And myself, Alice Lopez. If we can all please stand for the flag salute. Superintendent, will you please lead us?
Yes. Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Four point zero, adoption of agenda. 4.1, adoption of the agenda is requested as presented.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Freddie Espinoza. Is that correct?
Correct.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 5.0, consent calendar. 5.1, approval of the regular board meeting minutes for February 11th, 2025.
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Freddie Espinoza, second by Mercedes Zamora. Is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 5.2, approval of release warrants dated February 6, 2025 in the amount of $398,839.76. February 13, 2025 in the amount of $148,291.29.
Motion.
Second.
The second was by,
Zamora. Merced.
we have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Merced Zamora. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 5.3, approval to attend Aries Con Spring 2025 on March 3rd through 5th, 2025 at Ontario, California.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion by Freddie Espinoza, second by Merced Zamora. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 6.0, awards presentations. 6.1, student board member report.
Can everyone hear me? Everyone? Good evening, Board President Lopez, school board members, Superintendent Mendez, school administrators, teachers, and community members. My name is Emmanuel Lopez, and I am the Associated Student Body President at Farmersville High School. It is my pleasure to be here tonight as a representative of the entire student body at FHS. Tonight, I would like to share some activities happening at Farmersville High School. In athletics, both our softball and baseball teams have both started their seasons with baseball on the road against Parlier on Tuesday the 27th at 4:30, and softball on the road against Minarets on Wednesday the 26th at 3:30. Good luck to both our Aztec teams on their games and their seasons. Boys golf is also starting up by having their practices right after school, and although I don't happen to know when their matches are and where, I will update everyone as soon as the next board meeting is. On to extracurricular activities. As our president, I wanted to involve the students in a better way, and one way is to having each grade play some of their favorite teachers and staff. This is a unique basketball tournament designed for juniors, seniors, and sophomores, and also freshmen. The twist, the winning team of each game can recruit members from the team by the team they beat. Losing teams are eliminated from the tournament, while the winning team advances. The ultimate tournament champion will face the faculty team in an exciting championship game. Let's have some fun and show great sportsmanship. The Farmsville High School FFA chapter celebrated National FFA Week last week with dress-up days and activities for all the students and staff to participate in. The week consisted of lunchtime activities, raffle drawings, and Kiss a Sheep fundraiser. The teacher with the most money in their jar by the end of the week had to kiss a sheep. This year, our very own teacher, Mr. Romero, had the spotlight and kissed a sheep. The Farmsville FFA chapter was able to raise $150 with 4 cents to donate to the Children's Valley Hospital. In closing, I would like to thank the school board and Superintendent Mendez for the opportunity to share the great things happening at the Farmsville High School. Go Aztecs!
All right, thank you. Just one question, when is that basketball game?
It will be in March 23rd, which is a
23rd.
Monday, and the championship game will be on that Friday. So, and if anyone here who wants to play as a faculty, or if you guys want to play on our district team, who will play the faculty is allowed. Just let me know, or let Mr. Davis know at his office. I'm sorry about that.
Okay,
So just
thank you. Are there any questions?
Rosemary, you ready?
We can use
Hey,
cheerleaders too,
I'll
so.
go out there if you go out there.
just know, I'm managing our faculty team. If you guys want to play, I'm your guys' coach. I'm a great coach, but if I mess up, I'm sorry. So you guys, just let me know.
Thank you. We'll have to make sure that we have our physical guy there to treat all the wounds.
Oh, yes.
Ambulance on
Our
standby.
sports medicine gentleman.
Sports medicine, you're right, and an ambulance possibly, you never know. Okay, we'll go on to 8.0, public comments. Members of the public may address the board on any agenda item or other item of interest within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board before or during the governing board's consideration of the item. The board is not able to discuss or take action on any item not appearing on the agenda. Pursuant to board policy, the board may limit individual comments to no more than 3 minutes and individual topics to 20 minutes. Please begin your comments by stating your name.
The board asks that during public comment, everyone be respectful of the speakers. Members of the public should not interrupt or interject while other person is giving their public comment. During public comments, there shall be no use of foul language. Should a member of the public have a concern about a specific employee, we ask that you direct those concerns to myself after this meeting so that the concerns can be handled through the proper procedures. Please do not use employee or student names during public comments. School board, we do have one person who would like to speak during public comment. Mrs. Alma Espinosa, summary of STEAM presentation.
Nobody's watching, right? All right. Good evening, board members, Mr. Mendez, superintendent, administrators, community members, teachers. I'm happy to be here to let you guys know that at the beginning of February, I attended, along with Sonia, to a STEAM symposium in San Diego. It was a really good symposium, and I got the opportunity to get valuable insight that I'm able to bring back here for our STEAM and for our program as well. Some key takeaways that I took were the importance of the partnership. What I'm referring to that is that I attended one of the workshops there that he was explaining the important it is us as educators to go out and about at the extra mile. For example, there was a student that wanted to become a judge. So what he did was that he went to the county court with a letter saying, can somebody come to our school to talk to the students? There was no response. He tried again the following month, and then the following month, until somebody contacted. So it's that perseverance for us to look for that opportunity for our students. He also mentioned there was a student looking into NASA, and he was mentioning that there's interns in NASA that they're able to come to our district or to our classes to talk to our students. I also got the opportunity to go into a Lego education workshop, And that was for me very fascinating because they gave us only a small amount of pieces of Legos, and we were able to, they told us, create something. So, for example, we can create a car, but it goes above and beyond because it's from TK all the way to high school. So, students can describe what they did. We can go on and, incorporate math with, velocity, physics, all these lesson plans behind it. But it also, career readiness, what kind of jobs, engineering, careers there are just, by creating a car. And then we go into coding, so woof, that opens a whole new level of STEAM world. Overall, it was a really great symposium. It included also a wide range vendors that had a lot of resources and new technology that, I had the opportunity to see in what best fits for our program and for our students as well. So I'm excited to implement the strategies, and we offer a STEAM program in the summer that is 6 weeks. So I'm very, very happy that I had the opportunity to attend. So thank you so much because you guys approved it. Other than that, thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, good evening. I want to express my gratitude to all of our staff members. We do have a few of our staff members that are over in the CAPS network in Simi Valley, getting ready to also bring in some newfound knowledge regarding professional learning communities. So I want to express my gratitude to all staff for their dedication, the time that they put in to provide effective instruction and learning opportunities for all of our Farmersville students. Our main goal at Farmersville Unified School District is to continue working together to improve the learning and the conditions across the district and to create a smooth alignment from TK through 12th grade. I'm very excited to share some of the few of the highlights from our schools this past week, this week, and a few for next week. Read Across America events. Hester, Snowden, and Freedom Schools are all celebrating Read Across America this week. On March 3rd, the special events that encourage a love of reading. These events are a great way to engage students and families in literacy activities. TK8 parent-teacher conferences all week. If you notice, as you were arriving here to the district office, Freedom School is currently doing their late evening event where they're meeting with parents and teachers. It's just a fantastic time to host our parents and teachers to come together and share insights and support student learning. Conferences held will help build stronger partnerships to ensure our students' continued success. Farmersville Junior High School has Student of the Quarter on March 6th. Farmersville Junior High School is proud to announce the recognition of their Students of the Quarter. These students have demonstrated excellence in academic achievement and are a source of inspiration for their peers. And Family STEAM Nights, not to take away your STEAM because you just presented STEAM Nights, but that's coming up as well, hosted by our ELOP program at Freedom Elementary School. They're going to be holding a Family STEAM Night. This event provides hands-on opportunities to families to explore science, technology, engineering, art, and math together, fostering a love of learning and innovation. Bring a little bit more insight at the next school board meeting when it comes closer. But these are just some of the few things and initiatives taking place at our schools. We look forward to continuing the support and growth of our students' success alongside our staff members. Great things are happening in Farmersville. We encourage everybody to Farmersville up. Thank you.
Thank you. Proceeding on to 9.0, people to be heard. 9.1, ratification of facility use request from Tulare County Special Olympics swim team to use the Farmersville High School swimming pool for swim practice.
Motion for comment or what?
I believe we have a presenter.
Hello, my name is Jenny Ranney. I wanted to thank the board and the district for allowing us to use your swimming pool for our Special Olympic swim team. This is the third year now that we are going to use it. It is an absolutely wonderful pool, and I can't say good enough things about Jerry, who is the maintenance guy and comes and opens it for us and helps us get any equipment we need out. And then make sure it's all locked up. So basically, we have 3 levels of swimmers. We have the developmental swimmers that are learning skills. We have the intermediate swimmers who can swim like 25 and 50 meter freestyle and backstroke. And then we have the advanced swimmers who can do, freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and butterfly. We took 31 swimmers to the Fresno district meet last year, and everybody got gold and silver medals. And then we took 6, we're only allowed so many to go to the state game. We took 6 swimmers to the state games last year. So I just wanted to let you know how much we appreciate it. And like I said, it's a wonderful pool.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Any questions?
Motion?
So, John motion, I'll go ahead and second.
Now, are there any questions,
No questions.
comments?
So what is your favorite stroke?
I sit on the edge and I do the paperwork.
There you go.
We-
Pitbull-
we have-
Pitbull stroke. Okay.
Yeah, we have a lifeguard that we have to have, and we actually, we have to have the paperwork on file. They have to have their application in at the state office and be approved before they can swim. So it's very, the rules are pretty strict. So, all right, thank
We
you.
have
Thank you.
a motion by John Alvarez, second by Freddie Espinoza. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-0.
Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Come out and see us Sunday afternoons, 3 to 5.
Okay.
10.0 K8 issues. 10.1 approval to attend Aries Conference on March 3rd through 4th, 2025 at Ontario, California.
My motion?
Second.
We have a motion by Freddie Espinoza, second by Merced Zamora. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-0. 10.2, approval to attend Northern California Wrestling Tournament of Champions on March 7th through 8th, 2025 at Loomis, California.
Motion?
Second?
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Freddie Espinoza. Is that correct?
Correct.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-0. 10.3, approval of donation from Starbucks Coffee to Farmersville Junior High School Chess Club Tournament.
Motion.
Second?
We have a motion by Merced Zamora, second by Freddie Espinoza. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
3-0-1. 10.4, approval of signature revision to Farmersville Junior High School ASB account.
Motion?
Second.
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Merced Zamora. Is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-0. 10.5, approval of TICO Step Up Community Project Peace Walk proposal.
Motion?
Second.
Abstain?
Motion by John Alvarez, second by Merced Zamora. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I abstain.
Okay, it's 3-1. 11.0, high school issues. Did you say oppose or abstain?
Abstain.
Abstain.
Okay, 3-0-1.
3-0-1.
Okay. 11.0, high school issues. 11.1, approval of school assembly no hate tour on March 10th, 2025 at Farmersville High School.
Motion?
Second?
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Freddie Espinoza. Is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 12.0, curriculum. 12.1, approval of grant award notification, after-school education and safety grant, ACES.
Motion?
Second.
We have a motion by Freddie Espinoza, second by Merced Zamora. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 12.2, approval of grant award notification, 21st Century Community Learning Center, CCLC, assets.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by John Alvarez, second by Merced Zamora. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 12.3, approval of state seal of civic engagement program.
Motion.
Second?
Motion by John Alvarez, second by Freddie Espinoza. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 13.0, personnel. 13.1, approval of certificated personnel, item 13.1.1.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Merced Zamora. That's correct?
Yes.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 13.2, approval of classified personnel, item 13.2.1.
Motion?
Second.
We have a motion by Freddie Espinoza, second by Merced Zamora. Are there any questions?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 13.3, personnel action report, information only. 13.4, approval of administrator/management pay for summer school.
Motion.
Second?
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Freddie Espinoza. Correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 14.0, board business. 14.1, consideration of any item any member of the board wishes to have on a future agenda or provide a written update. Emmanuel? No? Merced?
None.
Ready?
No.
Don?
No.
Okay. Looks like nothing so far. 15.0, business services. 15.1, approval of notice of completion letter and acceptance of public works project for Hester Elementary School, 60 by 40 ELOT modular building, contracted and completed by JTS Modular, Inc.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Merced Zamora. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 15.2, K-3 schools, Hester and Snowden Elementary discussion. Superintendent, you're on.
Good evening, everybody. Board President Alice Lopez, school board members, administrators, members of our community. I mean, we can keep going. Parents, thank you so much for being here. I want to start off by making sure that we talk about our vision and our mission here at Farmers Unified School District. And our mission is to prepare our students to be productive members of our society and innovative leaders for tomorrow. And it always starts today. Every opportunity that we have to be alongside of our students, our staff members, our parents, our community members, that's when it starts. We're on all the time here at Farmersville Unified School District. So again, my name is Manuel Mendez. I'm the superintendent here, and I'm the proud superintendent of Farmersville Unified School District. And I humbly can state that I went through the school system here. And so I know the power of having amazing staff members, amazing families, amazing community members, amazing school board members, administrators, everybody, to make sure that we master every opportunity for our students. Hang on, I need your help. Thank you. Perfect. So the reason we're here today, we're talking about the K-3 Informational School Board meeting. We've had the ability to have 4 meetings at Hester School and Snowden, so 2 at each school. Okay, we're excited to announce the transformation of Hester and Snowden Elementary into K-3 schools. So tonight's about offering another opportunity for insights, not just the parents that showed up at Hester School and Snowden School, but now our school board members of the community that are here, and then everybody that's in Zoom land has the opportunity to hear all the amazing things that we're doing here at Farmersville Unified School District. So again, that's the reason we're here. So this presentation will inform our academic partners, will help answer the why change to K-3 schools question that should be on everybody's mind, okay? And the key benefits for students and families. Then describe the transportation and boundaries, and then finally summarizing the importance of investing in early childhood education. I can share before I get to the next slide, the 2 biggest questions are transportation. Are we offering transportation to our students? The answer is always yes. Our school board has vowed to make sure that every single student has the ability via either a van or a bus, but transportation is available for all students. Then the other piece that should be in your minds is boundaries. Because we're talking about transferring 2 different schools that are in the same location, same area, and trying to figure out what's best for our families, our students, and our staff members. So we've done our due diligence ahead of time of contracting with California Schools. It's a company that allows us to really give them the data, and they end up giving us a bunch of the information that we require in order to make this thing happen for all of our constituents in Farmersville. So information is key, okay? Everyone talks about information, and we should be asking why. We should be asking, how come I don't get more? How is the information going to be delivered to us as parents, as community members, as staff members, since we are the ones that are going to be doing the work alongside with our parents and students, okay? So we've held our informational meetings at Hester and Snowden, okay? And now this evening, we're doing a school board meeting so that everybody is in the know and the how. So our next approach will be newsletters, emails. I mean, we have until August, until school students arrive in August, in order for us to have all of the information ahead of time to our parents, all the information in front of our staff members, because we're working very collaboratively with our staff members to make sure that this is a success. We're going to be utilizing our amazing Parent Square, which does a fantastic job. I'm sure all of you guys get the beeps to the point where you're like, are you serious? One more beep? Okay, it's nonstop. So we're going to be very strategic, okay, and guaranteeing that the information gets out. And of course, social media. We have a Facebook, we have an Instagram account, okay? We have our own ability to forecast information on our webpage, and then the ability to do amazing flyers that are colorful, informative, and straight to the point. So being informed as a parent and a community is by far the best thing that we can do as Farmersville Unified School District to support our parents and our students, and at the end of the day, also, of course, our staff members, because their hands are going to be on the clay. So why the change? Why now? Why K-3 schools now? Okay, so those 3 points that are in color, I'll start with the first one, stability for students with a consistent educational journey. At Hester School, Farmersville Unified School District Board, you represent every single citizen here in Farmersville, have agreed that, we need to guarantee that our students now up to PK, because we're going to be receiving students that are 3.5 years old now, all the way through 3rd grade, that we have the awesome ability to house them and have a continuum of education. So at Hester School, we have a new PK, TK classrooms that are coming in. There are 9 classrooms. Each classroom has the ability for us to host up to 20 students. Okay, 20 students at that stage, depending on our staff members. But we'll have the ability at Hester School to be at one site for up to 6 years. PK, TK, K, first, second, and third. That's very important for our parents. It's very important for our students. It's very important for our teachers, for our staff members, for everybody that's involved with guaranteeing that our students become successful. That's 6 years at one school, okay? So our second point is focus on building foundational academic skills with a connected approach. Our current system is a system, and it's working, but each system is created to give you the result that the system is created to do. So we're very data-driven, and then the data does suggest that the longer a student or staff member or system is in place, the more we're going to have the ability to consistently correct using data to get us where we want to be. Where we want to be is guaranteeing a valid curriculum for every single student, and then focus on those foundational skills early on in education. So then the other piece is increased exposure to school, to staff, and routines. Our current system has K, TK1, second, third grade. So we have students that are going from one school to the next school, okay, with that bit of a gap. And if you were to talk to both site administrators and so both site staffs, they'd agree that there is a bit of an inconsistency there and a lack of cohesion. And so when both sites are K-3 schools, one focusing on PK, because at Hester School, that's what we have. We've always had the students that are at the first approach to education. And then now at Snowden School, they still have the K-3, but also have the ability to focus on dual language. What it does for each administrator and each staff, it allows them to specialize now a little bit. Instead of the full staff having to know everything, PK through third grade, dual language, and every other program that we're embarking in here in Farmersville, it allows both sites to be specialized and really dig deep and get into the rigor of our educative process. So the data suggests that increased exposure to the same staff, same schools, same routines lowers the stress, the anxiety, which correlates to increased attendance and learning opportunities for all of our students. And I know in the room we have social workers and counselors, and they know the work that they do is probably the most compassionate work that we have. It's all great work, but they deal with our students that are showing up every single day, and for whatever reason, they don't have that ability to connect. The things that we do have control over, we should take advantage and go full on out. The things that we can control over, and the data suggests, is longer periods of time at a school to adjust to routines, to cultures, so we're going to take advantage of that opportunity. So key benefits for students and families. Okay, earlier we detailed that students had up to 6 years at a school at Hester. Okay, we mentioned the importance of a strong foundation and academic progression. We're now connecting the dots. And I'll just, simple pictorial. How many of you are familiar with the Connect the Dots page? Okay, until you start connecting the dots, you have the ability to actually see the picture that's in front of you. So what we're doing as Farmers Unified School District is connecting the dots for our families, for our students, for our parents. They have the ability to see the full picture, the full foundational opportunity for K-3. So we talk about the ability to reduce the affective filter and support students with a consistent environment. Those that work with students can see stress and anxiety in other students. We know this, their shoulders are tight, they put their head down, and the idea is that there's a bit of a disconnect. Our job is to create the conditions for learning so all students, all parents, all staff members have the maximal amount of time for our students to be productive, lowering the affective filter, allowing them to feel safe and comfortable and ready to learn. K through schools lends itself to forming strong, familiar, and tailored culture. We now have up to 6 years at one site and up to 3 years at another site to be a little bit more familiar. Parents will always have at least up to 3 grades the same school, the same staff member, the same teacher high-fiving them as they enter the classroom, the same administrators out front checking on them, the same parents, the same secretary, the same attendance clerk. So that familiarity allows our parents and that culture to be built, okay? And it allows that ability to connect with our students academically, behaviorally, social, emotionally, and mental health. So it's an enhanced opportunity for teamwork for staff so they can collaborate systematically, okay? You start looking at what the dual language teams, there's only 2 teachers per grade level in dual language. And that was very strategic why we kept dual language together. If we were to separate them, they would not have the ability to PLT. They'd be by themselves. They'd have the ability to PLT upwards and downwards, grade level to grade level, but not the ability to PLT across the board, first grade to first grade, second grade to second grade, and third grade, and so forth. And so at each school, the big picture piece is that each school is now tied to the dashboard. Okay, we talk about the California dashboard. That's what we check to see if our systems are working, if our academic improvements are taking hold. So each school is now tied to the California dashboard to support high-quality teaching and learning. Okay, boundaries. This is the one that everybody took pictures of, and you may, okay? And you may. So here, I can share everything in blue. Here is 198 going towards Exeter, 198 going towards Visalia. Here's Farmersville Boulevard, correct? Visalia Road, okay? Snowden School is here. If you notice, everything in green all the way up, okay, to this area, will all students that are at grade level specific and are in that area will go to Snowden School. Here's Hester School. Everything in blue. All area, okay, will all go to Hester School. So for families that live in this area that have students that are at that age level for up to 6 years at Hester School, we will minimize the ability, or however you see it. I mean, I see it as awesome opportunity as a parent to only have potentially 1 stop or 2 stops. We do have some parents that have talked about actually having to go to every single school every morning. So what we're doing is we're minimizing the opportunities of issues happening down Farmersville Boulevard. Well, number one, it's about the students and our families. For them, it's the ease, because we have buses, but we also have the ability of potentially 1 to 2 stops instead of 6. So bus services will continue. Again, Farmersville Unified School District has made it a vow to guarantee that all students have that ability, okay? And our aim is to continue providing transportation to all Farmersville students. Our school boundaries, we contracted with School Works of California, and I inappropriately mentioned the company earlier. It's School Works of California. Every neighboring district uses School Works of California. The very cool thing, and yes, I use the word cool because I still work with students, is that School Works of California offers us a widget that we can place on our Farmersville School website, okay? And that widget, you put in your address, it'll tell you exactly what school you're going to. So if I'm a parent, instead of looking at this and, oh my God, I think I live in that house right there, you plug in your address, it'll tell you you're going to Hester School or you're going to Snowden School. It'll also tell you if you're going to the junior high, high school, and Freedom or Deep Creek Academy, because it's all age specific. But for our internal purposes, the reason for this is for the K-3 schools. So investing in early childhood education, I think I've made the case of the importance of building a foundation. And all of us that are in education recognize in order to scaffold, in order to build, in order to promote everything our vision and mission talks about, we have to have a strong foundation. And it all starts at K-3. Okay, it all begins at K-3. Okay, early childhood education plays the critical role. And when you think of critical, think of emergency. Okay? Every opportune time that we have to affect our students at this stage, the most formidable years for reading, writing, math, are during these critical years. This is where it's at. If we want to put our money, okay, if I can use that, our attention, our energy, this is where we get our bang for our buck. Guaranteeing that our foundation is strong, that all of our students at those early stages get everything that they need to have a strong foundation. So when they do go to Freedom School, okay, Freedom Site and staff can build and scaffold on that. When they do leave the 4th, 5th, and 6th, because that's 3 grades, they get to our partners at Farmersville Junior High School where they only have them for 2 years before they go to high school. Currently, our students, we are doing a great job, but we can do better. We want to make sure that when they get to junior high, okay, they're ready for the last 4 years of school. And currently, our system right now is not necessarily addressing those things. We know that. The data is saying it. It's not myself saying it as the superintendent or my own biased or unbiased opinion. It is data. And so every decision that we're making at Farmersville Unified School District will be data-driven. Our ultimate goal is that together we ensure a good start to every child's educational journey. We must do everything possible to build strong foundation. That's it. Again, the essential reading, math, and writing skills. We talk about literacy. That all happens before the 3rd grade or right at 3rd grade. The data suggests that other agencies build huge complexes, okay, that are federally funded to house our students depending on that data. Okay, so it is our job to guarantee that they're not housed there, but they're housed at UC Merced, they're housed at COS, at Reed Lee College, any state college, it doesn't matter. The idea is that they're pursuing their career in a positive trajectory. So together we can make a difference. Okay, we're committed to making the transformation a success for every student. It's about the students of Farmersville. All energy, all attention, everything should be about every single student that comes to Farmersville Unified School District. And our goal is a joyful. We can have fun, we can enjoy ourselves, but we can also be rigorous in the learning experiences. We create the conditions for learning. And then we look forward to working together to shape the future. We do have the ability with, are these RF codes or QR codes? QR codes. If you have a cell phone or any type of cell phone, you have the ability to pull out a QR code. There's 5 questions. It's a survey. It also gives you the ability to ask questions. By the end of our presentations, we're going to have a question and answer posted on our webpage so that all the parents that have participated in this have the ability to post their questions, because some of us are sometimes not comfortable with posting questions. But someone might post the question that someone else had and an answer, so they have the ability to have that information. Do we have any questions, school board?
Emmanuel, any questions for Zed?
No.
John?
I'm good.
Just real quickly, not a question, but can you touch on parents that have children in the dual immersion, but they're in the other zone?
Sure. It depends on the grade level, because we offer dual immersion at the K level.
Right.
So at the kindergartner level. So it's K through 6th grade next year that we're going to offer dual immersion. If a student is in the, can you go back to the area where our boundaries are located, Mr. De Leon? Gracias. So the question that School Board President Lopez asked is, if there's a student that is in the Esther district, but they want to go to dual language, okay, we only have the capacity for up to a certain amount of students. And most of our dual language classes are already filled up, okay? But if say there was an opening, but they live in this area, we will do our very best possible, do the very best to help fill that position. There is gonna make sure that it's offered. The beautiful thing is that it's K-3. Here, that, here's a simple answer. Every single case will be taken, and we will work the very best possible way to make sure that most of our students have the ability for dual language.
And the children that are currently enrolled in dual language that are in the other zone will continue to go to
Yes,
Snowden
yes,
because of dual immersion program.
correct. So say we have a student that's in the first grade that lives here by Hester. Next year, that student will be going to the Snowden site because they're part of the dual language. It's a continuum. The idea is that they're cohorted and they continue all the way through the sixth grade. I think I answered your question. If not,
I just want to make sure
that
you
QR
touched
code,
on
I'm
it.
gonna get a few from our families in Zoom.
And now we can ask,
All this is starting next year?
That is the hope and that is the plan. We are currently working with all academic partners to make it happen.
are there any questions from out here?
Is attendance for both schools even, or is one gonna be heavier than the other?
That's a fantastic question. Schoolworks of California has helped us adjust it so that they're evenly spread out. That's the reason why there's a bit of a funky cutoff there. That way they adjusted it so that one student we have a maximum amount of students. Mrs. Rosales? It does have the access for the responses already. No, absolutely. I think transparency is best because I think every one of our constituents needs to know if it's a positive thing, if it's a negative thing. I mean, the idea is to be as transparent as possible.
Mr. Mendez?
Yes.
So I know that we
Thank you.
provided, the current stats where we're at regarding kids, but how do we, in 2 years from now, we're gonna have a whole new group of kids. Well, I'm not saying that one side of the town is gonna have more kids than the other, but we'll say that does happen. Are they gonna redistrict the lines, or?
Yes, fantastic question, Mr. Zamora. I don't know if some of you have either family members or other students that are at different districts. It's a yearly thing. It's a redistricting opportunity or an opportunity to redistrict.
Not gerrymandering?
Yeah, exactly. And then that presentation will be up again. The idea is that we're continuously informing. If we're going through a time where we have to redistrict our school, that presentation will be held again. The idea is that we are always, our parents, and most of our parents that came to our 4 meetings, that was their big deal. We just want to know. We don't want to be caught off guard last minute. If I'm outside of the district doing an inter-district situation, I don't want to have to stress. I want to plan ahead of time. Beautiful question. And I am a parent too. I would like to know everything way ahead of time. That way I can start planning. So I think I answered your question and added a little bit more salsa to the taco and just said, yes, we were doing our very best.
And that's correct. With the boundaries, they would have to be reevaluated every time there's a new subdivision that comes in. Because then, we have 3 or 4 planned per city council meetings as to when they actually come in and who's housed in the different ones. Then that's why we would have to recheck that. Correct?
Yes, Schoolworks of California already has the future plans in there with 0 students in them, so that when students do come in, it's as easy as submitting information. And it's like a working Excel sheet. Once you plug something in, it starts recalculating itself.
Okay. Are there
Yeah.
any more questions?
Yeah, no, just a remark, I guess you would say. There's no way we're gonna be able to use these boundaries forever. We're gonna have kids crossing over, and it's just a matter of fact. But you're prepared for that. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, working with Schoolworks of California, they've done this with our local neighbors at Exeter, and to be honest, I used their approach of the widget. Visalia Unified School District, I forget the other school that we looked at, I think it was Lindsay Unified, but they're doing K-5s. They have that same widget. Everybody uses Schoolworks of California because they've been doing this for so long. We offer them our CalPads information, they reformulate, they get everything going, and they spit it out and get right to us. And it's fantastic. It's as easy as us making a phone call. Honestly, within a day, they have that information for us.
Okay, doesn't appear like there's any more questions. Thank you, Mr. Mendez.
Thank you.
Moving on to 16.0, other issues, other business. 16.1, approval of 2025-2026 instructional calendar.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Freddie Espinoza, correct?
Correct.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried for all. 17.0, future meeting dates. 17.1, March 11th, 2025, March 25th, 2025. 20.0, adjournment to closed session at 7:36 to discuss the matter of 20.1, conference with labor negotiator, GC 54957.6. It is the intention of the board to meet in closed session to review its position and to instruct its designated rep, agency designated representative Manuel Mendez, name of organization, FTA/CSEA/management. 20.2, public employee discipline, dismissal, release, complaint, Government Code 54957. 20.3, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to subdivision D, 2, and E of section 54956.9. We are now in closed session. Do you wish to excuse?
Yes, Administrator not put me on the spot.
Oh, we're on?
We're ready to go.
One Mississippi.
We're ready.
Okay. We're going back into open session at 8:36. Action taken on closed session items. 21.1, conference with labor negotiator GC 54957.6. It is the intention of the board to meet in closed session to review its position and to instruct its designated rep, agency designated representative Manuel Mendez, name of organization FTA/CSEA/management, no action. 21.2, public employee discipline dismissal release complaint, Government Code 54957, no action. 21.3, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to subdivision D, 2, and E of section 54956.9, one case, no action. 22.0, adjournment at 8:38.
Motion?
Second.
You have a motion by John Alvarez, second by Mercedes Zamora, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 4-all. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.